Oh boy. Let's turn the music down a bit. Make it less stressful. I would really like that sensors upgrade, but I think oxygen is better. I'm going to wait a few minutes to let people have time to turn up. Read through my plan. Alright. Upgrade O2. Tick. Start at the base. Tick. Slot fire beam. Burst 1, heavy 1, flak, anti-drone. Actually, I want these the other way round. Flak not getting much use probably. Fire beam, burst 1, heavy 1, flak. Yes. Anti-drone, hull repair. Tick. Starting crew. 2 in weapons. Tick. 3 in cloak. Tick. Remaining 3 in engines, piloting, and O2. Tick. Okay, so cloak immediately move pilot and engines crew into hacking. There's no rush there. And position shields hack. Okay. When cloak ends, move those 3 crew into weapons and oxygen crew below hacking. So these crew go in here. And I'll need to do something like, I suppose if I'm optimizing, I'll be doing like this. Let's see. And the O2 crew will be moving here. We'll have 2 here as well. And then we'll do something like this. Oh, that wasn't right. That bit more carefully. And we'll do that. These will be charging in time for the hack. With the hack, we're going to do this. You'll also need to be moving there. And we just keep swapping like that. You hack as soon as The cloak is ended, and we've moved our crew. Firebeam is 16 seconds with the manning bonus. So, wait, is that right? Oh yeah. So we only have a 5-second cloak advantage. So after their cloak ends, we get 5 seconds. So that's 16 seconds minus 5 is 11 seconds remaining charge time on the firebeam. And then there's the time taken to move, like 1, 2, 3, and some setup. So it's about 4. It's a bit less than 2 seconds. So we can start the hack probably immediately. Oh, I should probably update the stream information. Okay. Firebeam standard. Heavy and burst to the beam weapon. And then after this hack finishes, we move crew for evasion, which is 2 out of hacking into engines. So like you two can go. I mean, technically, that doesn't matter. 1 out of weapons into piloting. We should have time to do that before the lasers fire. Because we timed everything right, the firebeam firing at 16 seconds, lasers firing 4 seconds later. I have some travel time. But I might want to dance my crew. Oh yeah, and I need another. I'd have another one going into engines as well. And then we do this micro for the lasers. Probably reposition this crew. Get that one as far up as we can. That's how it works, isn't it? That's alright. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? And then we do it like this. And we keep doing that until the lasers and missiles have come. If beam is down, I can keep the crew and weapons. Otherwise, I have to move those crew into cloaking. That needs to be noted a bit earlier. Swedish meatballs, best kind of meatballs. Never do any other kind of meatballs. Yeah, you'd have to have some kind of existential crisis first, right? Okay, I wonder if Farb is going to want me to wait here. How long have I been going? I've been going over 10 minutes. I think I'll get started. Oh boy. Have I forgotten anything? Okay. So 3 are in cloaking. You're going to move into hacking. You're going to stay there for now. We cloak immediately. We charge the fire beam. We move you into weapons carefully. We start the hack as soon as it's ready. Okay. But my mouse doesn't act up. It's been a bit weird lately. Okay. You're going into hacking too. Cloak immediately. Done. Move pilot and engineer's crew into hacking. And position shield hack. Oh, that double cloak sound. Oh, I don't get to position shield hack immediately anyway. Of course. Nothing happens until my cloak ends. Oh, it's nice not to have any micro for a bit. Well, actually, nothing happens until their cloak ends. Technically. Okay, I've positioned the shields hack. Take that off. When my cloak ends, moves those 3 crew into weapons. That's the cloaking crew, right? And O2 crew below hacking. Okay. Need to be careful with this micro with the 3rd crew. That is far. So I want these 2 selected. Okay. So you go into weapons straight away. You help Farb move. and you go onto that tile. When my cloak ends, move 3 crew into weapons and 2 crew below hacking. I'll tick that off. Fire beam burst. Heavy one and burst one. I'm sure I want to power first. Probably doesn't matter. Burst one. Where is Farb? He's at the back. Okay, now I have to watch that when I'm doing this micro, I don't lose track of Farb. Because Farb just wanna dance. And I hack as soon as I have 3 power in the system. Apparently. Let's see what the fire beam looks like then. Remember the farm. Swap these two. Actually, Firebeam doesn't look ready yet. I'm swapping these two. Because Firebeam is 20 seconds. This needs to be halfway. Well, does it? Probably. Firebeam's a bit slow. That would be a bit further. What is this showing? Because in theory, the perfect time to hack is to, say, finish the hack just when the Firebeam is ready. And then you have a full... Well, you don't actually. You have 1.5... Oh no, you do. You have the full 2 seconds recharge because with the powered hack, they don't get the manning bonus. So 2 seconds is enough for sure. That would be the best time. I should have calculated this. Actually, I thought I kind of did with movement, but it doesn't look right. So let's do another calculation. We get 5 seconds. We cloaked it exactly the same time as the flagship, so we get 5 seconds charge on the Firebeam. 20 seconds default times 80% is 16 seconds. Minus 5 seconds is 11 seconds remaining, supposedly. So do I want to measure another second? Or another way of thinking about it would be... at the point that we come out of cloak, the Firebeam has 5 seconds of charge. And we want it to have 6 seconds of charge before we start the hack, which lasts for 10 seconds. Cloak pip is showing 1/4 of 5 seconds. So we'd like to show God, my brain is mush. That should be enough. Doesn't look like it's enough. What am I missing? Something isn't right. Am I wrong about the fire being charge time or something? Don't think so. Oh, it's 20 seconds. 20 times 0.8. Yeah, it's 16. Would be extremely bad if the fire beam wasn't ready in time. Oh, wait. Yeah, of course I'm being dumb. $16 seconds. This charge bar is 16 seconds high. So half of it is actually 8 seconds. Okay, let's just give ourselves a small amount of cushion when getting these going. Watching Farb. So that should be fine, right? 16 minus 5 is 11. This is the 2.5 second mark. So this is the 1.25 second mark, so we can hack. I just need to do the micro. Boy, fire beaming the flagship with no reactor and no shields is kind of scary. Hence all the nervousness. Let's do it. Alright. That's done. That's done. Done. And my fire beam is probably going to go... Well... That seems alright. Could go that way. If I go this way, then I start a fire and pilot. Starting fire and piloting would reduce the evasion by 5%. How many crew could be? Quite a lot of crew could be pulled. Might even get this one, but they've got 9 crew in the main body. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another 5, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least one could be pulled here, here and here. Maybe 2 here. That would be, yeah, might be able to do it. Is it better to... Well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Nothing else I need to be doing, just the micro. Just the micro. Let's not get it too tight here. Unlike other fights, this micro has a limit. Well, a shorter limit. Don't push it. Don't need to. No, that's actually a bit premature. Okay. Oh, I forgot that with the powered hack, we do at least get to see the fires in this room. Which is the one that really matters. Not sure what I'll do if it only starts one fire. Probably cry. Could start 0. Okay, we're coming up on The end of the hack. What's next? So the question will be, do I want to start a fire in here where they can respond to it easier? Like there's a crew in the room here already. They'll start trying to put it out right away. And it's only going to be one fire at most. Or I could try to put it in this room. So I could do like that. The advantage of that is that it will pull the lower priority crew who are outside this door complex. So they're coming from here. Maybe here as well, maybe. So it has more time to spread. And fires out of these rooms here. Yo, Farb! Glad you can make it. How you doing? Fires out of these 3 rooms can spread back into shields. Oh, nice. Hope the move went well. Always a bit stressful moving place. I haven't done it in a long time myself now. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm trying to decide. Glad to have internet on a PC again. Oh, have you not had that for a while? Or do you mean just like during the move? 5 days or so, okay. So I'm trying to decide, do I fire beam like this? Or do I fire beam like this? So it's set a fire in piloting or set a fire in the empty room. Because if I set a fire in piloting, there's someone already starting to put it out. If I set a fire in the empty room, then it's pulling more crew. I don't go for it actively. And my plan is to burn out the flagship anyway, so it's less that. Like I want to kill all their crew. I could leave one around. I'm not fussed about the side room glitch either way. But I'm pretty much all in on killing the crew in phase 1 here. Yeah, hey Dai. That's what I was thinking. Like, so the fire in here drops their evasion by 5% immediately. And that gives me a better chance of landing damage on the beam weapon. So the situation is, if I land a heavy shot and one of these 2 shots, then this is going down completely, which is pretty good. If I land any of these 3 shots, then I should be able to cloak before it can fire. And the thing is, as you say, if I set a fire here, that might pull 2 crew. If I set a fire here, it's only pulling 1 crew because the pilot's already there. And we don't know how many fires we're going to get. I have a feeling they might pull 2 crew into shields. But potentially if we get a fire in here, that's pulling 1. If we get a fire in here, that's pulling 2. Bloody well hope we get a fire in here. Lots of fires in here. That's pulling at least a third. That's 1. Hang on, fire in here pulls 1. Fire in here I think pulls another 2, so that's 3. Fires in here pull at least another 1, so that would be 4 or 5. And then a fire in here, well, a fire in here would then pull another 1, so that would be 5 or 6. And there's 5 crew to pull. With the engine's crew being the last one to respond. Now that is of course assuming that we get all those fires. Which is not actually very likely. What I really want is the fires in the shield room. I want 3 fires in here. The other thing about this room is that the crew that are responding have to break through 2 doors before they can do anything. It won't pull this crew because these ones are lower priority. Actually, it might pull this crew before the engine's crew. Yeah, I think it will. But it won't necessarily be that fire that pulls the crew. That's interesting. I haven't really thought about this much before. Like, depending on which direction we do the beam, will affect which crew are pulled. So if we're going, let's say we do this. Then the last crew to be pulled to help should be coming to this room. And that might include this crew, which gives them an advantage in fighting the fire because they don't have to break through a locked door. Whereas if we went that way, the first crew to be pulled would come here. So let's say that's what? Cloaking and doors, I think. And then the next crew to be pulled would come here, which is medbay, maybe oxygen as well. And then the next crew to be pulled would come here, which would be I think this crew comes before the engine's crew, so it's either that and engines, and this crew is going to ignore the fire in here and try to break through here, or it's if we didn't pull 2 into shields, then it's oxygen and that crew are coming here. And then I think this is a lower priority manning than this one. I think these are probably manned in order. Can't actually remember. And then fire here, well, it pulls 1 crew. Assuming they're not all occupied with fires. So that might be the pilot. Or it might be the engine's crew. Depends how many fires we actually hit. So I think if we start a fire, if we go this way, we do something like this, I feel like that maximizes the crew disruption. Which is probably what I want, more than maximizing the chance to hit this. Also, if we do really well in the fires, I think it might even pull the pilot. I'm not sure. But we're looking at 5%. We're looking at going from 20% to 15 or 10% evasion. And I feel like the fires spreading here are probably better because they get a bit of time to themselves before they start getting put out. I would like to have sensors here. Just couldn't quite afford them. I thought the oxygen upgrade was more important. Okay, I think we're fire beaming through here. I need to keep the hack going for now. And then should have time to move. These ones don't need to rush because they're quite close anyway. It's these ones who are going to need to rush. And I'm going to be moving 2 out of hacking into engines, 1 out of weapons into engines, and 1 out of weapons into piloting. So 2 are leaving from weapons. These crew I've got, they all have training actually. So I'm going to leave 1 of them behind in hacking. But those 2 of them going into engines. We're going to need 1 trained crew who can be FARB going to piloting, and 1 can be untrained who needs to go here. That's the longest walk. So they can go, and I need to keep FARB close to that door. Okay. And I should probably wait until the fire beam is finished before I fire, almost finished before I fire the other weapons. It was like, we're not going to get a second volley in a hurry anyway. We're relying on the fire beam to do well. Otherwise, we're kind of fucked. Or we have to run away. Definitely getting 3 in shields, and I can only get 1 in all the other rooms. Let's make it a bit clearer. Good fire, please. Kind of important. I am going to need to fire those weapons pretty soon, though. That's 1. How tight do I want to cut it? I think if I wait for the end of the fire beam, it's a bit too close. So this will hit this room. If I wait for it to hit this one, I think it's a bit too tight. Do I fire you from the front? I think I do. There's no reason not to. So it's actually you that has the longest walk. And let's see. You two go into engines. You can stay in hacking. You start moving. Farb is okay for now. Okay, you can move. But actually... let's do it that way. 3 fires! This is the most important bit of luck. I mean, they can still potentially get it out, but... this makes it a lot harder. Okay. This is done. You've got a boarding drone too. Yeah. Yeah, just a easy 3 power. These crew moving. This crew is moving. This one and this one are not yet. So I don't know how many fires we've already started. That would pull 2. I think we've probably started a fire in here. Let's see. Moving 4 crew for evasion. 2 out of hacking into engines already done. 1 out of weapons into engines. That's on the way. 1 out of weapons into piloting. And I need to watch what happens to the beam. So this is the one that's going to go down when Dai leaves the room. Which is okay, because it's already fired. And Fiber's going to leave soon. War power, that's enough. No, you're going to leave to become the captain. You're gonna change your post. I need you here for the support. Captain Farb, or Captain Orator. Okay, that's definitely finished firing. So we move Farb. I need to do the fancy engines micro soon. If I can. It's more important to keep a Zoltan in hacking though. The game has a line down it. After the T in target on the flagship card. Huh? Above the hull. Do you mean a line like this? Oh, maybe. I'll just have to move chat. I'm actually not seeing it. Though you have made me notice how badly kerned this text is. Like, the T should, if that was kerned correctly, then the T would be closer. It's target. I'm not sure we're going to get here in time, but let's see. We can only do our best. Cloaking has been, well, they've been charging their weapons for it'll be 15 seconds when that's up, so we've got 2.5 seconds. I think we might be alright. Should be alright in theory. Oh, what am I going to keep charging? Because I might be able to keep them in weapons. I think it's the heavy, right? Firebeam, heavy laser, right. So we actually... Not that we're going to get to use it immediately, but... We can do that. Checking on skills. Be great if these landed. Oh, yes. Okay. That takes the pressure off the beam a little bit. Like, or the cloak. And there's a decent chance of that happening even without pulling crew. But yeah, that is good. This is the really good thing. That's actually the biggest luck component, I think, in this phase. Let's do a bit of optimization while we can, and it's easy. Right. So I can cross that off. I can keep 3 crewing weapons for now. And then if the Zoltan shield goes down, I'm going to need to get 3 crew into cloaking real fast. So I can delay their hack. I think delaying their hack is better. Two from weapons and 1 from piloting. Okay. %84% O2. You're not even trying to put out the fire. So they've got really confused, which is great. So we'll at least have most of our evasion in time. Dance the Zoltan in and out of hacking. What, make them slide? Yeah, even without sensors, just predict that they're going to do that little slide and then back and then slide and then back. I didn't even think of that. Good call. If this spreads, they're going to have some trouble. Hey Crow, how are you doing? Oh, I don't think we quite get our full evasion here, unfortunately. It's very close. Doing all right. Good to hear. We are fire beaming the flagship, which is not something I would have expected to do when I started this run. We did get 3 fires in shields, which is excellent, and the beam offline. Okay, let's try this. I do know how to do this, don't I? First swap low crew with outside crew to both in doorway, yeah. Swap low crew with upper manning crew. When the low crew overlaps, send upper crew back to man. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here. The description isn't the best. You're going out so you can go back in. Can I send them back now? Lasers are close. Yeah, I think I send them back now. Carbs on these Zoltans have to be immense, yeah. I got them doing shadow footwork on a badminton court for a month before we started. So which of you want the one who's actually walking? I think. Oh no. This is going to be tight, but I think it's probably best to try it this way. Okay, when do I need to start microing these two? Oh, particularly this one. Waffles. Not until the missiles have almost hit us. So if we do this correctly, there should be something like a 68% chance that the Zoltan shield stays up. After the missiles. Of course, the ion is going to fire at 21 seconds. I wonder if I have time. Actually, I didn't plan this. You're eating 25 meatballs now. I've made less progress than that. Here. I imagine when they're homemade and super tasty, it's hard to stop. So... if we stay here until the last missile interacts, then that happens about the time that the beam normally fires. So we're talking about, yeah, the ion's going to fire. I might need to give up on charging the fire beam at this point. Because I can't get... yeah, thankfully the beam is down. We only needed to do 1 damage to it to be able to stop it from firing for another 15 seconds, because we can cloak twice. But we actually landed enough shots to take it down. So I have to keep doing this micro, and I don't want to leave hacking for sure. Until last missile, and then we've got like a second and a half, which is about 3 tiles. So we won't be able to get any of these Zoltans into cloaking. I mean, we could do a 10-second cloak and boost it, but I think I'm safer doing a full cloak. Just having longer where I can't be touched. So this one can duck in fast. We've got a spare one here, but the flagship is just cloaked as well. So I think what we do is move 2 out of here immediately. And then after the missiles, we're not worried about dodging the ion particularly. Once we're cloaked, these crew can move. Yeah, these move into cloaking and come back out into weapons. And we should start charging the fire beam again. And some other weapons at least before they decloak. So I think we should be able to get in another fire beam if we do that. What do I do with the other one? Because I've got a spare effectively. There's some value in having them just in weapons, so as soon as more crew get in, we just instantly have the manning bonus. Do I have an oxygen? Well, this is done. Quite nice to take a peek in sensors if we have time. But we probably don't. Okay, so we just move those right away. So that's soon gonna be fired. Yeah, that'll time out all right. Maybe I want some oxygen? Do you say raw material when talking about meat? As in I had good raw materials when making meatballs? You'd normally just say ingredients, but you could do. Yeah, it's not wrong. It's just not like standard or common or something. Oh, hang on, no. You stay there. What am I doing? It's these two. 81% O2. Do I want to run someone all the way over there? They're only going to be coming back. High quality ingredients. Yeah, that would be the standard. Raw materials, it would be if you wanted to draw attention to, like, the metaphor of, well, making a good meal is like, you know, building a high quality house or whatever. If that makes sense. If you wanted to make a point about the metaphor, then you could say raw materials. Do we get some dodges? Oh wait, I thought you were staying there. That's not a dodge. That's not a dodge. Am I missing anything here? No. It's a dodge. So if we dodge one of these missiles, one of the 3 missiles, then we keep our Zoltan shield until after our cloak. I don't know how much difference it makes actually, but you know, I think this is probably right to do. Oh, welcome to the chat room. That's ominous. Is the stream okay for everyone? I mean, apart from, you know, painfully slow. Okay, good. Thanks, Thomas. And nothing happened until we dodged these, well, try to dodge these missiles. Shields are still burning. Still trying to break down doors. It's kind of hard to judge how well the fires are doing because of, it feels like a long time has elapsed, but of course it hasn't. So this means we keep our Zoltan shield a bit longer. Might as well stay here for the remaining missiles, I think. So little time. Okay. Now what? We're going to have 3 in cloaking, 1 in hacking. I want to get charging the fire beam. As soon as I can, I think. So I'll plan to relay out of here when the cloak is done. Well, also earlier actually, because I want to bring, if I bring 1 in there, and that gets me fire beam. What am I going to want to end up with? It's going to take a quick leave stop, a couple of minutes. Oh, I think I might have had my microphone muted. I'm just going to take a quick break. Okay. So I'm going to want 3 in cloaking, 1 in hacking, that's 4. Definitely 2 in weapons, that's 6. That leaves me 2, so I think I'll put 1 in oxygen. Or I could put 2 in oxygen. Yeah, I'll put 2 in oxygen briefly, fill it up, then go back into weapons. Right. What am I doing on my checklist? Oh, I might want to duck into sensors, but not right now because they're cloaked. So you only need to get 1 in there quickly. So that can be you. And then the other 2 here can go, in here for a moment. Right. Seems okay. And we cloak now. I'm so dropping this heavy laser. Might as well rearrange already. Let the oxygen bump back up, then move this one into weapons as well. This is still burning. They're still cloaked, so this doesn't actually matter. Yet. So we had plenty of time to move that. Okay, they got a fire out. It's not ideal. Still 2. If these spread, it's great. I might try to chuck a heavy laser in there with the next fire beam, I'm not sure. I'm also going to want to be ready to deploy the anti-drone. I think it's probably worth it, just to try delaying the hack even longer. Beam has been repaired by 1. So what is the charge time on that? I'm just going to look that up quickly. I should be able to remember it, but it's easier to look it up. And just be sure. 32.5. Obviously, when they get another repair, it's going to get faster, but from this point, it takes 32.5 if they don't repair anything. Drops down to 26 when we get another one. I'm going to need to move people into hacking soon, actually. But I wait until the fire beam is somewhat filled. To wait for about 6 seconds. Six seconds means it has less than 10 seconds charge remaining. Assuming we don't get ioned in the weapons. So it'll be finished charging a little bit after our cloak finishes. Ion wouldn't have that much effect. Our hack is ready in, what's that, roughly a quarter of 5. 1.25. 1 to 1.25. So our hack is ready in about 6 seconds, actually. So we can hack immediately again. Probably. So maybe that means I don't relay into cloaking. Maybe I just bring crew out of oxygen to hacking. How long am I going to have to charge my weapons, though, if I'm hacking? I need to start the heavy laser and the burst laser at about the time, or the burst laser, about the time that I start the hack. If I'm doing it right away. And what about the anti-drone? To some extent, I might just have to hope that it's not hacking weapons or hacking. Maybe I don't worry about the other weapons on this volley. Give me a sec. Like, maybe it's more important to keep them under pressure with fires in the shields room. Rather than, because otherwise I'm going to be waiting, I think. Or breaking cloak. I could drop my cloak level a bit. Another consideration is potentially targeting hacking. Because hacking's going to be ready, and Firebeam are going to be ready before my cloak is done. They've only just decloaked. Oh, also, I don't need 3 Zoltans in hacking. They've only got 2 shields. They might only have... No, they've only got 2 shields. And they're not going to get that repaired before I can start the hack. Do you want to duck into sensors real quick? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tiles, less than 4 seconds. So you could get you into hacking, take a peek. You go into weapons with a relay. I think I'm done with my planned, like written down plan bit of it now. Okay. Yep, that's the plan. I think we're now off, sort of off plan, or about to be off plan. Time to wing it. Yeah, I mean, there's still a couple of things from the plan, but I think it's now like react to what's happening. 2 shields is okay. I only need 2 in hacking. Let's do that. Get the heavy laser charging at least. Technically, like, I could have tried cloaking this, but, you know, I'd need 3, potentially 7 crew in this. I could go for 6 with level 2 engines and then 2 in here. But I think just getting this done earlier has some benefit. Freeing up the power. There's only so much I can delay their weapon. Level 2 hacking is such a blessing. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Waffles. Yeah, I don't have to do the micro for one thing. So I should be able to take a quick peek. Please tell me you're confused and you're actually gonna like go into some other room. I don't want more crew putting out these fires, please. Yeah, you're trying to leave. That's all 3 fires again. Nice. Another relay. Okay. Trying to break down the doors to allow the fires to spread. Strange tactic. Yes, I can't remember actually. I think did I ever test this? I think fires do spread faster through hacked doors if the doors are open. I think it counts the same as being like a regular enemy door. Not upgraded, not a blast door, but I think this counts as just being a level 1 door. For the purpose of fire spread. This is good. You're running. So let me remember what's happening. We'll see this still. Both of these crew are trying to leave the room. They're not very low on health, so it's probably because there's a fire here that's spread. This crew's healing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do have all 9 crew. The engine's crew hasn't moved. The pilot hasn't moved. Well, I'm definitely moving out of sensors. But I think first I move into hacking. And then I think when the cloak is done, I run someone into weapons while someone else goes into drones. Like as a relay. So we keep the 3 power. And then activate the anti-drone. I think it's probably worth trying for that. Like just in case it comes in with a weapons hack just before I get Firebeam off or something. So how long do I have left before my my Firebeam? If this is firing soon. To wait for it to reach a ship. The hacking drone has a travel time of about 3 seconds. It can be a bit less. Not sure if the hacking drone travel time is longer from the enemy ship. I feel like in theory it should be because weapon travel time is longer. But let's say around 3 seconds, but we need the drone to be ready before that because if the hacking drone gets to here, our anti-drone can't target it or has a high chance of missing it. So that 3 seconds guess or sort of estimate is time to latching on. So I need a bit more. But yeah, you're going to go into hacking. Just remember what's happening. 2 crew who are getting a bit low on health are fighting the fires and shields. 2 crew are leaving, I think, to fight the fire in here. 2 crew are fighting fires in this side room. This crew was on 40 health, which I suppose I knew. Well, unless there was a fire. That was 4 damage. So yeah, that's expected. What are we going to do with our heavy laser? We could throw it at the beam weapon. When did they start repairing? We hit the beam weapon shortly before they cloaked. Let's say around 2 seconds before they cloaked. Yeah, I wish we had upgraded sensors too. And what? They cloaked exactly when the lasers fired. Right. They've had 10 seconds of their cloak plus 2 seconds plus a bit. I think this has only just popped up. But maybe we want to give them another level of repair and then break it, is what I'm getting at. How'd that time out? Not very well. The other thing we could do is send a heavy laser into shields. Potentially killing crew. And dropping them, well, it's only going to drop them to 1 shield immediately. If we get 4 fires in here, I could try shenanigans like this. Like we could hit both rooms of missiles and both rooms of the beam weapon. A beam weapon is the most problematic weapon for us. Missiles and lasers are annoying. Hacking is the biggest threat now. But it's more difficult to keep stuff burning in hacking. Okay, you're going to get into weapons in time. We're not going to have the burst laser up. I think it's better to have the fire beam just to reinforce fires if necessary. Hey Killian, I don't know about winning. We had some good luck with fires, so we're hopefully going to be able to burn out phase 1. Okay, so mostly I just need to remember what they're doing. What? You're on below half health. You're high. You're low-ish. You can be killed by... You can actually be killed by a heavy laser. Everything is going to plan. Sadly, our plan for phase 1 has run out. Yeah. You can be killed by a heavy laser plus a fire. Does it help to come from this? Potentially we can do that. They were to put out the top fire, or we can do that. But I think we'd probably do this. Okay, so you're going to go into hacking. I don't think this times out very well with our hack, because I want to be hack. Well, 7-second hack. I'm going to be. I need to remember I'm waiting on it more this time because it's not a 10-second hack. Might time out well. Might be better to come across here. No. We can always see this room. That's the one that really matters. In terms of choosing our fire beam. You come out. You go in, you come out there, you go there. Okay. No more sensors for a while. Am I missing anything? Don't think so. Are you going to try to leave? I might actually switch to burst laser, but I don't think so. This is going to fire when our cloak ends. We move here, anti-drone. Technically, maybe I should make sure this like hits before we deploy our anti-drone, but no, probably not. May not have time. Do have weapons manning. I didn't actually need to get in hacking that soon because we're not going to hack immediately. But that's okay. You're leaving. Nobody is currently fighting the fires and shields. They are going to break out, I think. Be nice if one of them died at least. Maybe two of them could die. But that's a lot of crew on that door. Deep power hacking to kill them. I don't think it's quite going to work. Oh, they got away. What if the flagship got random augments each run and this time around it got fire suppression? I would not be happy. That would be like a shitty mod thing to do. Hey, August. Hacking stun would actually have been useful here. Hacking stun is legitimately good here. They'd all be dead. I think. Well... Okay, so... I need to wait until the fire beam's a bit more than halfway charged, especially in case it gets ioned. And we're going to be moving crew out. So you're fine in hacking. We need at least one into weapons. Kind of only need like to get into drones indirectly. So we kind of have 2 spare crew. But we probably just want to start powering this anyway, because their shields are going down and we'll want to be able to have it available soon. How long have they spent out of cloak? Well, this long. So that's not going to be ready in time. I think we're maybe... no. Only £1 needed in hacking. Well, actually, yes, I can leave now with this one. I should leave, right? There's no way that this is getting fixed. What do I do with all the power? I think might as well get my weapons charging. Could just sit in sensors for fun. Don't really need oxygen right now. I can, so it'll be too late for their cloak, I believe. Like, unless I target that with a heavy laser, which I could. Unless I do that, it's too late for their cloak. But I still might as well get it charging. It's probably just charging my weapons is the best use of my power. Like, the ion doesn't affect very much. It just takes away manning bonuses, really. And then it's just down to mostly what they hack. I think it's worth putting the anti-drone up. So, you start moving in here, right? And you can start moving... You can start moving, like, there for now. No, why am I moving you? You stay there. Move the closer one. Can you rearrange weapons during an active hack? Well, normally you can't, because it locks the power like an ion effect. But with Zoltans, I think you can. I'm actually not sure. I don't think there's any way to mess with this Zoltan power. Any way at all. Yeah, so I think if you just move these around, then it would change which weapons are powered. Right, what am I doing? Waiting until pretty close before I hack the shields, assuming I even need to. Oh, careful. Don't want to end my cloak early. I think. Which door are they trying to break down? Okay. So I want you and weapons as soon as possible. Which I guess means we do this. And you can move out as well. Can potentially have 7 in weapons, although it's only... Oh, well, it's not enough, is it? I can potentially have 7 in weapons. But I'm only going to have 5. So I want to put one in drones soon. Here comes the ion, soon followed by the hack. I can jump away as soon as I get crew and engines and piloting, by the way. I should have checked my jump when I had the chance. Oh, you're definitely getting confused. So we just need to get 1 in now to replace this one. That's what matters. Okay. Let's get the anti-drone up. Don't think I wait on the ion for this. If it hits it, it hits it. Four fires. Are you just gonna run from that flat out? Flagship has 12, 16 hull. What am I doing with this Zoltan? I mean, I guess I can start powering the flak. Where do I think the heavy laser is going? I think it's probably going to the beam weapon. Now that the shields... Is fire beam even that useful anymore? Now that they have 4 fires and shields, I think it's losing its usefulness. But it's almost ready. So I think maybe I do like this. And send a heavy laser into here. Or I could send a heavy laser into here. If that hits, I could go burst into here. Firebeam then swap to flak. When do I need to go out? Seven o'clock. So I should stop in about an hour. So I kept the fire beam up. I did consider that. I kept the fire beam up because it meant if they did somehow manage to deal with this, then I could start it again, and that's really important. I think we need to get the crew kill, and I need to keep them struggling with this. But now that there's 4 fires in here, and the shields are burning down, I don't know. I think I'd probably send a heavy laser into cloaking. Because unless that starts a fire, which it could do, 30%. I think their crew might be pretty busy. Like, will they repair it in time? So I could heavy laser cloaking and then burst laser that. Firebeam through that first. Firebeam through there also sets fires in the missile launcher and keeps this awkward area burning. Could think about hacking it on off to control the doors. Yes, we could. Do I want to do that right now? No, you're right. We're approaching that stage in the flagship fight where we're looking to burn. We've got good fires raging, and we might actually want to start letting crew in so that they can burn to death. I think I'd like this to close first, maybe. Someone's trying to come in from here. I think this crew is going to try to go in there. Four fires makes it harder to track crew. That is true. But all you have to do, I mean, we can keep them coming back, right? We just have to set fires in any of these rooms. So they will keep coming back. Also, they'll come back to do repairs. Like if they're not allowed to go in this room, they'll still come back to do any repairs. So we're looking at fires and damage to this part of the ship, primarily. Especially this part. Be quite nice to kill off this crew and burn this down. So I don't have to worry about the beam coming back online. The damage output of these weapons is not so high. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be dangerous, but I think I want to take this down and start fires in here and here. Because these rooms will always pull crew, right? It's only the 4-tile fire that they run away from. Once they get, okay, they'll go hill up, then they'll come back here. Yeah, this is going well. It's just, it is a bit of a weird situation, but normally you have a lot more, if you're firebeaming the flagship, you have, you know, more defenses than this, but I think it's okay. And I do want to fiddle with the doors and try to trap crew. But if they're trying to get out, I think they're probably running to the med bay. They must be running to the med bay. So I'd like to wait for this door to rebuild and then let them in. And they're probably trying to get in there, which is okay. But if I open this door now, unless this is about to close, I've lost track of it, but I don't think it's quite ready to close yet. If I open this door now, then sure, that crew goes in there, but this crew gets into the med bay. I think there's 2 of them here. So I just... The other thing is, I wonder if I actually have enough crew to just say, well, I'm going to stick someone in sensors. Like, how much do I care about the flak? Gut feeling says it will be a bit before lower shield door closes. What, that they break out? You mean? Just before the lower shield door closes? Or maybe they if I let them in, sorry, if I let them in, you think I think they'll just get out before the lower shield door closes? That's my guess. Yeah, that's what I think too. So I think I want to keep this for now. These crew are already low on health. So as long as this doesn't get beaten on for too long before they get out, then I let them in as soon as this closes. And then they're gonna have 4 fires on them. What do I do with my spare power? Like, I could charge the flak. Once the anti-drone is shot, maybe I keep... Depending on how it performs, I could just keep the anti-drone might want to keep running. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Thomas. Like, what do I do with the flak here? The flak is only for finishing off the flagship. The flak is for killing it faster. And that's not the situation I'm in for a while. Besides having them ready to repair as well. What, repair sensors? Oh, you mean repair? Yeah, we need... Clearly, right, repairing weapons and hacking and cloaking and so on. We might, if they hack oxygen, we might need to bust it. We'll need to bust into oxygen. But yeah, I think we can actually just go man sensors. It might give me useful information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just want 5 in here. 1 in here, 1 in here for now. Until the hack gets through. Yeah, what do I do after I fire the fire beam? Do I keep it up? Or do I run the flag? Probably the most useful thing the flak can do is take out cloaking. But it can't if I don't want to do that right away. So they would get a second, another cloak. But then it could stop them cloaking. Could also take out the med bay. Not sure how good that is though. Like, it feels like they're not going to get these fires out now. If they do, then I definitely want to keep the fire beam running. If they don't, well, I mean, it's a low hull damage way of preventing repairs on these weapons. I'm not concerned about how much hull we lose during this fight, as long as it's not, well, all of it, really. Kind of feels like I want to keep the fire beam up. Well, let's see how we go with this little bit anyway. So we've got an extra Zoltan going into drones. That's one we need to micro. You can go back to sensors. Don't actually need you. Should have put you in sensors already, but that's okay. Be able to force enemy crew out by shooting them if they start putting out fires. That is true. Might be nice to set fires in here, but it's not that important. Flak isn't that great at forcing crew out of these small rooms, but the shield, yes. Might also be good to be able to, like, snipe the last crew with real weapons. If they have hull to spare, which they probably will. Because their shields are going to burn down. Yeah, I'd probably switch to the flak after this beam. Let's see what happens though. Let's, for the hell of it, put you there. And who's moving? Waffles. Here comes the ion. Moment of truth with the hack. You are leaving. When do I hack? Just yet. Maybe I do actually. Four seconds. This is 16. Is that a quarter? Here comes the hack. Door hack is annoying. But not terrible. Maybe saves me a bit of micro. No, we're okay with them being in hacking. We're okay, kind of okay with 5 in weapons. Drone hack would be good. Shields hack, probably medbay hack should be fine. Engines hack, piloting hack. O2 hack is fine because we can spare the Zoltans if we need to. Weapons hack is really bad. Well, it's not as bad now that we're in some control. Let's see. That door's still open. Can I get the fire beam off? In time. If they hack my weapons here. Like, I only need to start firing it. It's pretty close, especially if it's a weapons hack that gets delayed by this drone. Yeah, I think so, Thomas. Oxygen is not terrible either, because we do have level 2 oxygen. We'll have to break in, but... eh. Hacking hack isn't great. Actually, hacking hack is fairly bad. I think I am gonna start the hack in a moment. Oh, what have I done? That's a mistake. Doesn't matter too much though. It's distracted by other things. I might as well use this. Whoops. Oh, actually, that was... No, I can still pull the power, it's fine. Because that's pure Zoltan power. Drones hack. I let that land. Let's not even give it a chance to be shot down. That's great. Do I want to go 7 power in weapons soon? I might. Could put 1 into oxygen. Okay, there's a fire in there, that's nice. Looks like I'm not needing the hack. That doesn't matter. I can be lazy on my micro. Shield door is closed. So, I think I wait for this to complete and then leave. You're quite low on health. Set fires through here. Actually, yeah, do I even depower it? Because it would be better to break, if he's nearly through, it would be better to break this door so it can reset. Maybe I don't depower it for that reason. Like, unless... But these crew coming here, they can be a problem. Because they can break in faster. What are you doing? One of them is going to piloting. And one of them is going to man lasers, I think. We don't want the lower shield doors to be broken to prevent escape later. Yeah, maybe what I do here is... I mean, obviously I'm going to firebeam in a moment. Maybe I let these crew get up to the door and start... They'll, like, one of them at least is going to get a hit in. They get, like, 2 hits in. Then I let them in and lock the doors. These crew, one of them is trying to go here, one of them is trying to go here. This one will get in the shields room and is trying to go out. But they die. I think that's what I do. Because if I set fires here, that can pull more crew. I do quite want to set fires. Could also go like this. That plus a heavy laser should finish off that crew. Unless we roll a 20% chance of not getting the fire. The double fire in piloting feels quite tempting. Like right now, potentially setting fires here is bad because maybe more crew come and break this door. But having fires here is good generally. Oh, are you talking about damage from fires? One fire is a third of suffocation, so... what's that? 2.13 recurring? Something like that? So 6.4, 8.4, about 8.5 damage per second. So at most they're taking around it should be less than 70. So not enough to make them run to the med bay. I feel like I want to start fires here. Let these two in. I'm not sure. Oh, he's already broken through now, so I can't let them in. Maybe I do let them break down the door then. God, I'm getting a bit sleepy. Let's see. Do I want 2 chances for a fire here? What do I want to do? This feels like a pretty good swipe. I think I do that. I can't let these in because this crew will get out first. Right. Yeah, they're basically the same distance. This one's maybe fractionally closer, but it's too tight. So I like that 5-beam swipe. What do I do with the heavy laser? Oh, why have I opened an airlock? What do I do with the heavy laser? Pretty tempted to send it into beam. It's either beam or cloaking, I think. And this crew should just be dead. No matter what. How many you've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 on that tile. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here or here. I think I like this better. If I can take that offline fully. It makes it really tempting to actually go for the double fire. Or, well, the double chance. Like, instead of 80% chance of killing this crew and taking the beam offline permanently, it is no, well, instead of 20% chance not to, it's well, that's assuming the heavy laser hits. Let's just say, yeah, it's 4%, right? If I do that. That is assuming the heavy laser hits though, but you know. So I think maybe I do that. This would be really good to get offline. No one's manning engines or piloting at the moment. So we just fire this. What am I going to do with the rest of my Zoltans? Lasers are going to fire. That's mostly just okay. I think I prefer that to going after cloaking. We're not really in the high DPS phase here, we're in the killing off their crew, keeping the fires going and tanking some hits phase. And taking offline the most dangerous weapon. Okay. We don't manipulate the doors. Okay, you're just dead. I suppose I could not have fired the heavy laser there and just hoped they burned to death, actually, but... yeah, that's a thought. This crew is dead. I am a lot happier with the beam offline. Got one firing missiles, one fire there. Yeah, maybe that was slight overkill. What do I want to do now with my weapons? The thing is, do I want to now? How many hits? They've got in like 2 hits? Maybe I do. Probably I do. Okay. Let's let them in. Right, 3 hits. Yeah, I'm wondering if I want them to break it now. Give a bit more time for this to spread. So, you know, it's like, do I let them in with the idea of hopefully killing them with a door that's already been weakened, or do I let them take down the door with the idea of killing them with a stronger door later? I should have been counting the hits more closely. But then again, maybe they go in because they've got high health. This one might run before that door closes. So do I want to think about this one? They're going to cloak before I can fire my weapons again. As well. Maybe you shouldn't have sent that heavy laser in there. I do like this being down though, I really do. We definitely kill him, that's important, but do we let them in or do we let them break the door? If this one runs and goes like here and has, let's say, what, 6 or 7 hits left. Yeah, if we don't let them in, then this one is probably going to run and get out. They will run before these ones do, so maybe these ones get back out, but I think this one does. So maybe I do let them in order to kill that one in the side rim. I think they're going for piloting. Would be nice to spread fires in the missiles. How much should I value that? There's only 2 crew on that tile. And there's 3 crew on that tile. This fire wasn't set. That crew was already trying to break in. Piloting should be a higher priority anyway, so I think they're going to piloting, in which case this will have time spread anyway. So I think I let them out. Not sure if any of that made sense, but that's what I'm thinking. And do I keep the fire beam up, or do I switch to the flag? I actually kind of like having the fire beam up. Flak would be... What would flak? Flak's good for cloaking. Flak's good for sniping crew and shields. It's not great for targeting the weapons. They're going to cloak anyway. So if going after cloaking, it doesn't really... There's no need to switch now. Could decide later. Going after shields, it could be relevant. I think I'm going to keep the fire beam for now. It's less flexible in its use, in its timing. So there's some value in just getting charged. I can switch later if I want. And I'm going to let them out. Once this one's in, once this one is dead. Oh no! Fuck me. Well, that was bad. Are they going to die anyway? Yeah. I slipped. Yeah, they're dead anyway. That's a lot of crew and shields. But they shouldn't be trying to fight the fires. Here come the lasers. Yeah, perfect timing, right? For a slip. Something I should consider more is with all this concentration and then going in between micro, like what happens with trying to perfect things too much. I should probably start. No, I'll let you continue breaking in. So we're getting hit 3 times here. That's annoying. So now it's kind of into the managing my Zoltan's health phase of the fight. Especially if we have to fight fires from this. I need to get a wriggle on or I'm going to have to like leave this running and come back after badminton. Yeah, Killian is it's like, I wanna help, I wanna help, I wanna help. I'm helping. Preferably not in weapons. Too lazy to repair. So we still want to keep 5 in weapons for now, ideally. And that's 7 crew right there, yeah, because there's only one there. So we have 5 who are injured. We've got 7, so we can swap in 2 and swap out 2 right now. One can leave right now, that's fine. That's powering the flak. Maybe I don't want to bust down those doors. Don't want to help the fire spread. So you're leaving for the med bay. We will have cloaking up soon as well. It's not that important right now as the missile's already fired. So we should have another one leaving. Gus can leave? Oh, that is Gus. Who are you? Unreal. You can leave. You also have weapons training. I'm going to want to swap someone out with Crow. But Farb has weapons training. Okay, so you should go. Right. Wait, who's where? Where is everyone leaving? Okay. Where are you going? Looks like drones. Looks like... doors. So now it's like the battle of the crew kills. Oh, sensors. Off-center explosion spray. Firing sensors. Do I just leave that? We'll still get the information from hacking. Mostly. Yeah, good thing we have no oxygen up. Hopefully the fires go out. Cloaking, that's not on fire. No one said this was going to be pretty. And we can refill our oxygen quickly as long as it doesn't get damaged. Is it more important to start repairing cloaking or start swapping out with more crew? We have another 3 crew who have taken damage. We're not going to take any damage for a while, especially if we cloak. That would mean pulling crew off weapons. Would be good to repair doors as well. I might drop the burst laser in order to have more crew and ship options. Right, heal my crew more, repair more systems, deal with fires if necessary. Do a really long cloak. Three in weapons, 3 in cloaking, 2 for repairs, and firefighting and switching out on healing. So if I'm going to do that, I should do that now rather than just wait. The alternative is to like use these weapons mostly to try to take down their weapons more. Could be some value in having the heavy laser and the burst up for a big crew snipe in the shields room though. I still want the fire beam up until I see them decloak. Maybe I hold? 17.25, 2.25. This is... Is it going to fire before they cloak again? No, before they uncloak. It is easy for things to get out of hand. Just some fires without door control. I think, and our crew are fragile. I think that's more important. I think we have them here with the fires. I still want to keep this chart. I think I lose this. Could be such a big crew splash though. We need to bear in mind that there's a pretty good chance fires are going to spread from here into weapons. Our crew can put them out quite fast. But we need to keep them healthy. I think I'm going to hold for now. Get you repairing cloaking. Okay, now we get to see what they're doing. Okay, you're going in there. What are you doing? You're leaving. You're trying to go in there, so you are potentially dead, all of you. Yeah, it's worth it. They still have enough hull. I can maybe take out another weapon. It's not the incoming damage that's the problem. It's low health crew, doors down, fire spreading. That's why I'm thinking about dropping a weapon and getting more crew out. But I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I can get a crew from missiles too. Be pretty nice to take out missiles. Because these really do, like, they're 30% fire. And what, 20% breach, I think? Or whatever it is, adjusted. Is this a time at which I want to let anyone out of the room? Yeah. Is someone leaving this room? I think so. Yeah, so someone's running out of here. They're going to be running in there. Do I let you out? There's two of them trying to get in here. Depends on... I should let them out if they're not going to break down this door in time. And this one isn't going to close in time. When did that one open? I let them in and then it got broken down. I've lost track of when that would have been. I think I hold for now. Cloaking is nearly ready. Oh, why are you not in there? They're going to start running pretty soon. You're trying to leave? Where are you going? You've got lots of health. You're trying to leave. You will get out. Unless that door shuts. Yeah, I think there must still be someone in there. So maybe I don't open it right now because of that, at least. Unless they've managed to put it out. Really like this door to close. Oh, that's flashing now, I think. It's a bit hard to see with the health bars. So they're trying to break out. I have not damaged these weapons at all. I think. Is there any time they were damaged? I don't think so. So, this is the second ion at 42 seconds. Ignoring cloaks. Which means the lasers are firing soon. They're firing at 45 seconds. So do we want to active cloak the lasers? 60%. Probably. Do we want to get... We might fire the burst laser. Not sure where, but fire the burst laser, then these fire, and we send someone into cloaking to boost it up. That's 42. Oh, they're going to run away as well, unless this door closes. But I quite like trapping the pilot. Maybe I can though. I don't know. What do I do here? This is weird. But they won't. So okay, we let this one run, we let this one run. We tried to trap the pilot and this other one. That seems okay. Fires in our weapons as well. We can only take... We don't take 15 damage directly from a laser hit. We have a path to the med bay. You're trying to leave. When is that door gonna shut? What do I use my burst laser on? Missiles? Cloaking? I think I'll use it on missiles. They've still got 13 hull. Helps us get our situation under control. Well, I probably could have moved it. What do I use my heavy laser on? Play the long game. Try to take down the missiles. Snipe crew. Not enough crew to be worth it. Let's do that. Oh, this could actually ionize our cloaking, which would be a bit annoying. You can't do anything about our hacking, though. Maybe I should have fired a single shot here. Door's closed. That person should be dead. He might get out. Missiles are down. Fire is out. I'm going to need to keep an eye on time. You're going in there. Okay. You're trying to get out, but you are not going to make it. That's good. If I cloak now, I do get effectively a level 3 cloak. What am I going to want to do with my weapons? I think I still want the fire beam up. For manipulation. What do I want with power? I'm going to need to put some in oxygen. This might be taking a hit now. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Let's drop everything except the fire beam. Get you healing. 3 hits through 60%. I suppose I can't complain after the fire like I've had. They are trying to fire crew kill us as well. They're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Okay. Hacking repairs don't actually matter, but the door control kind of does. Should be cloaking soon. 4 Zoltans really should be able to put out 2 fires here. I can't vent. Yeah, we killed 1. Drones have burned down. Need to heal crew and get them back into weapons to fight fires. Let's set this up in case I do get it in. I'd like to have sensor information. Maybe I just do this. Don't think I want to fiddle with this. It's just hull damage I don't need. That seems alright. Could go missiles just to double down on it. Is that a better way of killing crew? I quite like starting the lasers burning. Let's make sure I get 2 tiles here. I think they're going to cloak now, but I'm actually surprised I have this much fire beam. But I don't know, my brain's turned to mush, so. Can you please put out that fire? Okay, we get another fire beam. Nice orange fire beam, by the way. Okay, you've put out the fire. What now? How much do I care about repairs to cloaking? Not actually as much as other systems. And I want to heal my crew. Let's start healing crew. That's pretty important. Okay, that's causing some chaos. I think I want to let them out now. So these doors has time. Which weapons will I use now? Thing is, I still think I keep the fire beam because, well, it's only if I get vision of the crew that I can like dunk in shields. And I'm not going to have my sensors repaired for a while. So I still think I can keep the fire beam because well, it would only be to damage this room. But I'm thinking this maybe just burns down. This door's been broken down, as is this, so I think I'd like to let them in. They can go in here, they can go in here, and so I think they're going to take too much damage and then want to run. Biggest thing I have to do is make sure my crew don't die and like stuff doesn't get out of control on my ship. Also, I need to have some dinner. Lasers, maybe. We have set a lot of fires. We start with this. We have set a lot of fires. I want another crew in there when I can. Let's let you in. I think you're trying to leave, but you're going to get out anyway. Start repairing doors so we don't get crew killed ourselves. Should I finish this repair? I'll send one into weapons. I need some oxygen too soon, but not right now. There is something to be said for actually damaging lasers. That is true. When are they cloaking? Very soon. You're trying to get through. No one's breaking this down though, so I think I let you burn for a while. Need to get doors repaired. And they can duck into oxygen. Fires are still burning in sensors. Fires are still burning in drones. So having another crew in there to help fight them would be good. We want to swap these out as well. Okay, they're cloaking. Fires have not spread from sensors. Don't really care about this repair, it's just to keep the doors locked. You can move out. No, not that way. You can go heal? Yeah, you heal. This is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I hope so. I'm just aware that these crew are low on health, and a single fire that spreads quickly could cause some problems. But yeah, this should just burn itself out, and that's one reason not to stuff oxygen up just yet. It might be it's better to bring crew out. And heal. Yeah, let's bring you out and heal. Let's bring you in. Doors are up soon. Oh, you would have gone that way, right. Kind of want to repair the sensors. That doesn't affect any of this. Well, maybe just close off those. Oh boy, I need to be... Yeah, it's time for oxygen soon. Maybe I do that before I repair sensors. It's getting a bit low. I need to leave in 35 minutes. I haven't had any food. Damn it. Not something I normally like doing, but I think what I'm going to have to do is leave this running. Stop the stream, but leave the game running. I don't want to save and quit here. And come do some late night, well for me, late night streaming after my badminton. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry people, but I have another appointment to keep. Okay, so we're just going to leave it like this. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate your company here and all the interesting discussion. Lots of good thoughts in there, as usual. Well, as always. And, probably won't see you for the end of this live because I think you'll probably have gone to bed by then. But I will be back later this evening at about 10 onwards my time, so in about 3.5 hours. Yeah, you'll be tucked up in your what's the Swedish phrase that got really popular for sort of well-being and a life in tune with nature? I don't know. I think I should get all the crew kills. I'm intending to, but not now. So, yeah, gonna have to go now. Back later.